Get those giggles out, buddy.
Been holding them for so long.
We are here with a woman.
Oh my God! Shit!
Finally. Hello,
We're
Zoe.
here
Hi.
at the Point Park Center for
Happy to
Media
be here.
Innovation.
We're at the Point
With
Park
a
Center for
woman.
Media
We
Oh,
Innovation.
We are at the
shit,
Point Park Center for
yeah.
Media Innovation.
Yes.
I
Did
think
you know
we
that
all-
we're at the Point Park Center for Media
I
Innovation?
I think you're gonna need to tell me one more time.
You have to say it now.
Oh, are we at the Point Park Center for Media Innovation?
Yeah.
We are, yeah. I
Nailed
think
it.
if we all say it that way,
stockpile
Yeah.
a couple so that
Yeah.
when we forget in the
we have 4
future-
episodes where we can.
Word.
Fantastic. But yes, we have our very special guest, Zoe, back.
Hi.
What's up?
For a long-time listener.
Long-time listener.
Second time
Second
Talker.
time
witty,
guest.
whatever. I don't fucking know, man. I can't think of a pun.
Who's our most? Who have we had on the guests most?
It would be probably either
That's
Carmen or
English.
Elijah.
Carmen or Elijah?
I think it was just 2 for them
Elijah.
as
No.
well.
Oh,
Or
really?
did Elijah come 3 times?
Elijah's been on 3 times because he did one of the hot seats. Because we did 2 episodes.
We
recorded
did?
2 episodes in one
Mhm.
day. Yeah.
No. He didn't do hot seat, but he was
No,
there for.
he was
asking
one of the-
questions for one of them.
Oh,
Question. Yeah.
I see. I
No.
see. You're right.
I think Carmen's been on 3 times because he came on last semester too.
I don't know.
So
Whatever. Zoe's gonna be here more than them.
Ooh,
Take
getting
that.
grenade.
So, fun stuff happened yesterday at Area 51.
I can't.
Yesterday being September 20th,
yes.
Mhm.
which I don't know why they didn't do it on the 21st, because like
21st night of
even
September?
more memes
Yeah.
on the song.
21st
But yes,
night,
exactly.
September.
But people actually fucking showed up.
Yeah, I was. I mean, I knew there were gonna be some dumb idiots that were like, they can't kill all of us. Yeah, they can.
There was my friend showed me a headline. And it was like 2 million people said they were gonna show up, but only a couple thousand did, or a couple hundred did. And it's like, you really don't understand how the internet works, do
No.
you?
No.
Oh, honey.
Def-
this poor
oh.
news
You didn't
site.
know that
Oh.
that Facebook's legally binding. If you say you're going to something, like they can sue you. The creator can sue you now since you didn't go.
Wait, are you serious?
No.
I didn't think. Okay.
Oh wow.
I don't know how social media works.
Mark
so-
Zuckerberg will not sue 2 million people for not going to Area 51.
What? That'd be a really funny lawsuit, though. But yeah, so apparently, like, it was actually a couple thousand people did show up,
Mhm.
but they just had like spontaneous music festivals
That's cute.
that were like around Area 51. And then
Wonderful.
like 200 of them like split off and like, all right, let's do this.
Oh, man.
And like actually went to the base, and the cops were like, get the fuck out of here.
Yeah.
And then like, okay.
Ah,
And
okay.
then 2 people did try to stay, and they got arrested.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know what
think
they
you need at
expected
least
to
like
happen.
1,000 people if you're going to storm that, because the whole idea is that the U.S. isn't going to create a news story if it kills or arrests X amount of people for doing that. But it's like 200 people. It's like, yeah, you have 200 stupid people. But once you get into like quadruple digits, it's like
Quadruple digits.
maybe,
Like, all right, we
maybe
gotta start
something's
killing
serious.
some motherfuckers. huh?
Yeah. Yeah.
I was saying I was talking to Darian. I was like, he was like, "Yo, motherfuckers actually showed up for this Area 51 parade." I was like, "I can't wait till they pull out like all these secret alien weapons, just blast these dumbasses."
Yes.
away."
Jesus Christ. It would have. You know what? I think this shows a sign that the dream isn't dead.
Oh?
It's just
The
it's-
alien dream?
Yes. It's
Well,
just, it's
The
just
American
beginning.
dream?
What's it?
don't know.
The lead singer from Blink-182 did like a bunch of investigations into UFOs and got the CIA to confirm a couple cases as like UFOs, meaning like we
They
have no
it's
clue what this was.
unidentified. Yeah.
They like investigated a bunch of the things that he brought up, and they confirmed a couple UFO cases.
Of all the people to uncover aliens, it was fucking Blink 182. Late night, come home.
Aliens. Oh
Why
shit.
though? Yo, can you even name 3 Blink 182 songs?
I can't name one.
Well, we just
Oh.
I don't know what that song's called.
all the small things.
Yeah.
Sure. You could tell me it's
Uh,
called. You could have told me
no,
that
that's
song was
Bowling for
called
Soup.
"Butt Fuck Anthem," and I would have
Oh.
believed you.
Late night, come home. I hate it. Blink 182 songs. Anybody?
Blanking.
All I could
I'm
think of was
blanking.
Bowling for Soup.
I'm Blink-182.
Bowling
Which is
for
the
Soup.
best.
It is a verb.
It wasn't until recently that I learned that Bowling for Soup did like essentially every song. For
Yes.
Phineas and
Dude,
Ferb.
yeah.
Yes.
Well, it was a different pop punk band that's like popular. Did What's New Scooby Doo also?
Really?
Yeah,
I'm assuming like the new one, not the.
What's New
What's New
Scooby-Doo?
Scooby-Doo?
We were both out of tune.
No, yeah, neither of us were even close.
Like you guys like in the if you met in the middle, it would have been there.
In my head, I had some sort of dissonance, and I heard, "What's new, Scooby Doo?"
I think it was
Jazz.
All dissonance.
Simple
is
Plan.
jazz.
Yep.
Simple, who also did How Could This Happen to Me?
Oh
It's
my
also they
God.
also did What's in Scooby Doo. Same
Cla-
people.
No way.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
I love it. I fucking love that song.
What is it? Evanescence. You know that group. The
Wake
Oh.
me up.
How can you see? You know that.
Wake
Sure.
me
Wake
up.
me up.
Oh,
Wake
okay.
me
yeah.
up.
So I saw this video recently, and it was talking about how shitty superhero movies were, like
Oh
in,
my god.
in like from 2000 2004 or whatever.
Oh wait, no, yeah, those were really shitty.
and the one that they're questioning was Blade, and and there's like this training montage to wake me up. It is the funniest shit ever.
Oh, that's iconic.
And it's like not even a
Good.
good training montage. Like some
Of
girl
course
like
it's not.
cutting like sandbags. Wake me up.
What were they training for?
I don't know.
Killing vampires.
Battle.
That's- yeah, it's rough.
I love the there's this YouTube channel called Not Variety Hour.
Yeah, that's what I was talking
Yeah,
about.
is that the same video?
Mhm.
Amazing. But he talks about
Or I'm sorry, not Blade, Daredevil. That's what it was.
Oh yeah. And he talks about the amazing Spider-Man movies, the Andrew Garfield ones. And it's a montage of fucking Peter trying to figure out what the hell happened to his parents. But it's what's the song that he hates? Fucking
Gone
Yeah,
by
it's-
Philip Phillips.
It doesn't fit the scene at all. As he's like searching for his dead ass parents, and then the whole thing about the calculator and the gold doubloons and all
Yeah, so
that
his
shit.
parents
Gold
been dead as
balloons.
shit for a long time.
It's-
And like something emotional just just had a problem with something, and he goes, you know what, I'm gonna go home, I'm gonna find my parents, and he starts like taping up like newspapers and shit with yarn,
and then it's for you.
and then he's like he like marvels at,
Oh.
at
He's like,
his,
and then
at
he
his
gets
handiwork.
mad. He's
Aha.
just, fuck this. And
Yeah.
throws his calculator at the wall.
And the calculator breaks, and gold coins come out of the calculator, and he goes, you know what?
I'm gonna take these to this abandoned train station that I have no connection to whatsoever.
And he puts it in the turnstile, and a fucking train just rises out of the ground.
That movie, I haven't
What
seen
the
it, but from watching that video, I was like, what the absolute fuck?
You know what's
is
crazy?
happening?
Is when I saw that for the first time, the new or the Andrew Garfield ones, I didn't think they were terrible. I mean, granted, I was like 10 or whatever
Mhm.
when they came out. I
Yeah.
saw them, I was like, that's a Spider-Man movie right there.
Yeah.
It's not until you get older and look at it with like a critical eye that you're like, what the fuck?
What
the,
happened?
what the web slinging shit is this?
No slinging shit.
Web slinging, wall sticking.
Huh?
Don't let him.
Wait, what?
Sorry, no. Forget it.
I think you're the only one that didn't get that, Derek.
That's surprising. too.
Wow. Yeah,
Yeah,
I would think you would get
considering you
that
know, like,
one.
The entire episode.
yeah.
Web slinging? Oh,
Just the tone that I-
see. I got it. Ah ha
Let's leave.
ha.
Yeah, let's go ahead and delve into TikTok real quick.
Oh.
Oh, wait, did you still have thoughts on it?
Well, I just wanted to I'm just hype as fuck because I don't know if you saw, but Marvel like teased the Infinity Saga collection thing. Did you not hear about that?
What do you mean?
Like, so the last 23 movies
Mhm.
are all the Infinity Saga, and I was
Right.
like, ooh, they should make a box set, and they were like, we're gonna basically.
Ooh.
It was like just a 2-minute trailer of
It's
like all.
$400.
I mean.
Oh.
But it's like a 2-minute trailer of like all these like good clips from the movies and shit, and it ends with Iron Man be like, and I am Iron Man, snap, and it's like all of them like titles come in. It's like
Mhm.
boom, the Infinity Saga. So
Ooh,
That's pretty
word.
cool.
box set, I want that shit.
I mean, why would you do that though when Disney has their own streaming service coming out and it's gonna have all the movies?
Because I like physical copies.
And also, like, I mean, considering if
And-
you want to be able to watch them forever, you have the DVD versus paying $12, $20
I think
bucks
it's
a month,
$5.
$5 a month. Still,
Yeah.
like, if it's
And also,
$400,
it'll probably come with like some collector shit, like a poster or something. I like
Ooh,
posters.
I like posters.
I like posters. I like that poster. That's a nice poster.
What is
Okay.
happening?
so that would be 10 years of that service would be like $600 versus having the DVDs, even if it was 400. After 8 years, you're already saving money by buying
really
the box
Quick
set.
math.
It's an investment.
Quick maths. Yeah.
Quick maths.
I looked at my I built my PC. If you didn't know, I built my PC.
It was pretty cool.
Thank you.
Ooh.
And like I mean, not to flex
a
or
little
anything,
Chinese kid built my PC. So.
not to flex or
Probably
anything,
younger than you.
But like,
Yeah.
I mean, a lot of people when they build their first PC, like have to look up tutorials and shit. I did that shit like kind of blindly,
Ooh.
and it works
I
fine.
mean, it's relatively intuitive
yeah,
if you like have a basic understanding of.
I mean, it's
computers.
like this thing goes in that hole.
Yeah.
But still, like I was like, oh shit, yeah. Anyway, and so I have my PlayStation here and my Switch. I'm just really like giving people reasons to rob me, but I just have like over.
You're putting this out like in public internet too. It's like
I know.
at my house.
I have.
I
Like,
have.
At this address.
I have like $3,000 worth of shit on my desk. Like it's like almost $2,000 of hardware alone, and then you buy all the games.
yeah.
It's crazy.
Oh yeah.
But you know, money well spent? Question mark.
Money.
I looked at a thing that was like, Riot put out a thing for like, oh, let's see how much money you spent on League of Legends, and I was like, oh no, I think I've spent some money in the last couple weeks, almost $500 on League of Legends,
God.
a free to play game.
Oh my.
but I spent that
Wasn't
over
like
the
some old married dude paying for your shit too?
yes.
Oh,
He
Do you
what?
bought
have a
couple
sugar
skins.
daddy in League?
No,
Whoa.
Darren's got
Yeah.
a
No,
sugar
that
daddy.
does sound like.
I
sugar
met
daddy.
this one guy on League,
Okay.
and we were dueling together.
Oh.
And he bought me
Doing it
3
together.
skins, I think.
So that you keep doing it with him?
No, duoing, like whatever.
Mhm.
So it's just you and him
Mhm.
playing together.
You guys
And
got
he
Again.
keeps buying you stuff, so you keep playing together.
I mean, we haven't played together in a long time.
Oh,
Yeah, it is kinda sad. We
It's
were-
sad when a relationship breaks apart.
Whatever.
Sometimes people just drift apart.
I
Yeah,
would still
people
like to say
change.
that $500 was over the course of 5-ish years. No. When did I start playing League? I think I started playing my sophomore year of high school, so that's what. Oh yeah, that's
like
5 years. It's like 5 years. So it's like $100 a year, which isn't that much.
For a free to play game.
All right, well, yeah.
Well, it's funny because there's a lot of developers that are like, oh, like we can't make our game free to play. Like we won't make any money.
Yeah.
That's why freaking Fortnite is so successful because it's
And
free to play and they
oop.
put out stuff all the
Mhm.
time.
I don't mind microtransactions when it's when it's things like that are cosmetic.
And that's also why
Um,
Overwatch is able to
I
sell their
hate-
game for $30.
I hate Overwatch though because and I know some people in the gaming community make fun of like NBA 2K players because they're like, oh, buying VC and all that shit to like max out your character. But at least when you spend your money in games like League or
2K?
Fortnite.
or 2K or Fortnite, you get exactly what you want.
Yeah.
I dropped so much money on Overwatch trying to get something.
Ooh.
It's not like that anymore though.
What do you mean?
Is it still loot boxes?
It's still loot boxes. Isn't
Yeah,
it?
but you can like pay for specific skins and stuff. Like
Yeah, you
it was in-game currency.
oh, you can buy the coins now. Well,
But-
that's nice.
you've been able to do that for like
No,
most
you
of-
cannot buy the coins that you would
Oh
use.
no! You just have to earn those. But
you earn
can
the coins
still-
and then you also get them in loot boxes and then
Right, but
with
you
those
can't.
coins you
If
buy
I
skins.
wanted a new Widowmaker skin, I can't just drop $5 and get the skin.
No, but you can play the game for like 20 minutes
Yo,
and get it.
fuck that. League of Legends, I see a skin, I want it, I buy it. Easy.
Ariana Grande, 5 rings. Paraphrase.
Exactly. It's 7 rings. Good try though.
Close enough. She
Five
lost
rings.
2
It's not even
fingers.
her
Five
song,
golden
so-
rings.
Wait, why is it 7 rings?
7. It's like these are a few of my favorite things. I'm pretty sure she says something like.
Why is it? She doesn't have
Well,
7.
no,
fucking-
'cause-
I mean,
'cause
she
she's
has
like-
7 fingers, but not on one hand.
Whoa.
Wait, wait. Run that back.
I was gonna say she doesn't have 7 fingers, but
No.
she does. But why?
I don't know. Nobody
7?
can confirm or
There-
deny that. She's that chick that like always does like the hoodie sleeves like up over her hands. She's like
She's hiding her
I'm
3
hungry."
missing fingers.
Yeah.
How did we get here?
You
Talked about
waste your money
Marvel.
on League.
Oh.
Yeah, and wasted even more. At least all the money I spent on League, I got what I wanted out of it most of the time. And like I've lost,
And the rest of the time you just
and I
have to-
still play it. Like I spend so much money on Overwatch, and I don't even fucking play that game anymore.
That's not the
Shame.
game's fault. That's your fault.
I know, but
Overwatch
still.
hasn't change too much as a game in the course of it, though.
I think
mean,
I think the reason that Overwatch is like low key dead is because that its meta is too strict for its low. Doesn't have enough characters to have such a strict meta. Does that make sense? Like League of Legends has 140 characters or some shit like that, and so like there's this meta, but there's a lot more options to fit the meta. In Overwatch's meta, there's maybe 30 heroes, right?
I just wish
And it's teams of 6. There's not a lot of wiggle room.
I just wish they did more with like they have this like whole backstory set up.
There's
and
so
then
much lore.
They do nothing about. There's like they have the comics, but like
And they have like little.
it's like
I mean, the same thing is done for League. And the
work
World
on a
Series,
story. Like even if they had sold a separate game for a story mode, I'd play the shit out of that. Like
Yeah.
it's they
That's
have like
because
this.
You're not a gamer, Eddie.
They have.
Zoe, are you a gamer girl?
Definitely not. I play
Well, you-
Nintendo games.
You know the-
dogs?
You
Yeah.
remember the
I'm a
the
Nintendo
speech of that one woman when he's like, well, even if you play solitaire on your phone, you're a gamer.
Oh,
So-
no.
So I guess you're a gamer now.
Yeah.
Oh my
I was watching that, that Adam Ruins Everything video. It's from College Humor. But
Perhaps.
essentially he goes around and he's like, oh, these are all the things that you have misconceptions about. And he had a very early one about like girls don't play video games and like how that was a lie. But then the example that he provided is like girls have more games on their phones and they play more than guys do. And I'm like, that's not really what we're talking about, but okay.
Yeah, girls be
honey.
playing games. huh?
Oh no.
Scooch into Eddie. We're all a big happy
Scooch
family.
into
here.
Eddie.
Well, oops.
And
Yes.
oop.
So I said Nintendogs a second ago, and that reminded me. My roommate Carmen, he was like, "Yo, should we get a dog?" And I was like, "Huh?" He's like, "Well, I realized that I could probably just like go to my therapist and be like, I need an emotional support dog,' and they'd be like, okay, and then they just give us a dog.
You have to
Oh.
pay for it.
So I think
right?
we're getting a dog. I'm very excited.
What kind of
Oh
dog? Big
my
dog, small
God.
dog?
Small dog.
Smog.
Okay.
Pittsburgh has enough smog.
Not as much as San Francisco.
Or LA. Yo, I've driven past LA and you can literally see just like a ring of smoke around like the highest part
It's
of
all
the
the
city.
jewel.
That's really gross.
It's all the Wait, what is this about Jules getting banned?
Well, they've caused 6 deaths, so they're
Oh,
dangerous.
Word.
Dude.
You know,
Yup.
cigarettes,
Yeah, no.
Fine,
bum
big
cigarettes.
deal.
Guns.
fine.
Fine.
The police.
Fine.
Like
I guess we can't ban those.
the most like direct comparison though is like, oh, they're called e-cigarettes, like electronic cigarettes, and well, those are dangerous for you. We can't have those on the streets because 6 people have died ever from them.
Yeah.
Dude, I can't.
I-
I don't have the capacity.
Dog, we're living in a simulation.
I would
I
not
mean-
be surprised if every like second minute in the world 6 people die from like lung cancer from smoking.
Yeah.
Right. We don't even
I've
know the
s-
long-term effects of juuling, though,
Mhm.
Yeah.
because they haven't gotten old enough yet.
Mangoes grow in your stomach. That's or in your
Oh,
lungs.
yeah,
'cause-
we
well,
just, like,
it's whatever
the tree
flavor it
grows out
is.
of their
That's
mouth.
what grows in your lungs.
Oh.
So what if you have like a bunch of different flavors? Like,
Well, you
have
get
some
so
deformed,
like,
mint
you know, like your lung
mango?
has branches, right? So like each branch is a different thing.
It's like
Wow.
a grocery store
Yeah.
inside you, the produce section.
Yes, exactly.
Having a
Jewel,
whole ass
Jewel is just
produce
corporate
section.
America's plan to
It's
turn
just
us all into
turning our
grocery
lungs
stores.
into
Oh, I can't
cornucopia.
Oh no.
and getting us ready for the Hunger Games. We just really just jumped so many fucking bridges there.
You know what's funny is when he said cornucopia, the first thing that came to my mind was the Hunger Games.
Yeah.
I mean, duh, because you read the fucking book and it's like cornucopia,
Cornucopia.
cornucopia.
I can't remember the last time I read a book.
Full stop.
We could
Full
stop.
stop.
We could stop the sentence there. I don't remember the last time I read a book and I was like as engaged as like when I
Yep.
read like Hunger Games and shit when I was like 12.
I didn't see the last Hunger Games movie.
Me neither.
No.
Or the last 2 of them.
No.
Well, yeah, but I didn't read the books either, so like I have an unfinished
well.
story in my head.
Smoking.
The last thing I remember is her breaking the dome or some shit at the end of Catching Fire, right?
Oh.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
I don't know what happened after that.
Smoking kills 480,000 people a year.
Word.
Word.
And as we know, we have 525,600 minutes in a year. So it's not too far off to about 1 person dies from smoking-related death every second. But 6 people over 2 years, 3 years.
Yeah,
that
what you
they've been
gonna do?
popular.
Did you guys see that
I mean, it's the
Smoking-
same thing with Kinder eggs.
Cigarette sales also just make a
fucking
lot of
Kinder eggs.
cigarettes make a lot of tax dollars for the U.S. because there's a higher tax on cigarettes, so they make a lot of money off of people that are addicted to tobacco.
Have you guys seen that viral video of like some like chubby 4-year-old in like Indonesia or something, just
Yes.
like ripping
Yes.
cigarettes like
I've
a
seen that.
old 50-year-old
Mhm.
like addict? It's
Mhm.
ridiculous. He literally is like one pull,
Yep.
blink, pulls out another one.
One pull, nigga. I'm done with that motherfucker. Let's
I'm
go.
done.
I love that video so. Not the video of the, wait a minute. Let me explain. Not the video of the kid smoking. I haven't seen it. There's a video of it's an episode of Tom and Jerry when he's a cowboy and he
Someone
like,
dubs
goes
over it.
and
Oh.
and he goes over to the cowgirl cat.
Cow cat.
Cow cat.
Cow.
I don't like that. Cat cowgirl. And he starts doing all this, he like pops his hat and like starts smoking a cigarette and thing, yeah. And the dude lips dubs over it and he's like, "Oh, we gonna smoke this joint. We gonna roll it, flick it, throw it in the air, boom, and all this shit."
Pop it with a gun.
Yeah, let the mouse lick it. Come here, bitch. One pull and I'm motherfucking gone. I'm done with it. Howdy, bitch.
Oh, yeah, he blows out the smoke. He says, "Howdy, bitch."
I like how we explain videos on the air as if
Yeah.
people will ever understand them. It's great.
Speaking of
Really
which,
immersive.
TikTok.
Oh, that's right.
Right.
Dude, we went so far off of TikTok.
So,
Continue.
Can
TikTok continue.
I have a TikTok.
Tick you.
I have a TikTok account, and I've posted like a couple just dumb videos. One of them got taken down because it violated community guidelines.
Ooh, you show your butt.
What?
Did,
I showed my whole ass. My
did they
entire
say like
ass.
specifically how it did?
No. And it was like
what
you
was the video?
it was like you they're like you can appeal it if you want. So I just typed in like my little response. I was like, "Lol, what?" And I sent the response back, and they're like, "It's not coming back." The video is it's like a mob. It's like, "Oh, like it's Frankenstein, kill him." And then it's like one guy's like, "Actually, that's Frankenstein's monster." And then everyone's like looks at that guy, and then there's like, "Never mind, kill that guy." And just beat the shit out of him.
It's because you said kill. I'm guessing
Maybe it's because he's black.
they have.
Our
Maybe
character.
it's
Man, he was black. This is true.
He was black, and it's you who is white passing and like using the mob filter to beat the shit out of him. So
Man,
maybe-
I know.
Carmen also pulls off his belt and starts whipping at the camera.
Oh!
That's what we
I know
done.
TikTok also has
Mm.
very strict policies about what text can be in videos. So
Really?
Yeah. you don't. That's why you don't see
Oh.
many like. You can hear a lot of cursing on TikTok, but you don't read a lot of cursing on TikTok.
See, and my
I
thing
don't
was,
think he cursed in it on
No.
the text.
But-
yeah.
Kill
But,
is like a insightful word. So
But the white guy whipping the black guy with the
Mm.
belt
yeah,
probably
It
sold it.
seems-
I mean,
Problematic.
sure.
Now that we
I can see-
dissect that video,
I can see that part of it, but also
just remake it and shuffle around who's who, and then
that's a good experiment though. Actually,
Yeah.
if you do the
Just do
exact
3
same
different
thing-
versions.
Will it
and,
also be taken
like-
down?
Yeah.
one time Carmen's the belt, one time Carmen's the mob, and one time
Carmen's the belt.
Yeah.
I'm just whipping Carmen. on the ground.
I mean,
Fucking
that'd be
banjo
really
and
funny.
kazooie. Oh my god.
I love it. No, but well, the joke isn't that he's black. The joke is that motherfucker's like, oh, actually, it's that same energy of like that kid at the
It's
sleepover.
tomorrow now.
Yeah,
Yeah.
would be like,
Actually.
what time we have to get up tomorrow? I think you mean today.
Oh God.
Yo, what were girl sleepovers like?
Funny you should ask. Pretty uneventful. I feel like we all just like watched a movie and then went to sleep. I don't think maybe I just wasn't at the cool kids parties. But
None of us were.
yeah. I remember I
We
watched
have a
anime for the
podcast.
first time at a sleepover one time.
you did what?
I watched anime for the first time
Wow.
at a girl's sleepover party, and it was her birthday, and someone had introduced me to an anime, and I went over into the corner and I went on her house computer and watched the entire rest of the season while they watched a movie.
Zoe, that's amazing. That's such you energy, and I love it.
Well, wait, what was it?
Or on High School Host Club.
What was it?
Or on High School Host Club. I
I've never
haven't
heard
seen
of
it.
That's the one with like the schoolgirl outfit, if I remember
I
correctly.
mean, that's.
I mean,
all of
many
them.
But, like,
animes.
that's like-
just
that's like
a schoolgirl outfit.
the
It's all those from filthy rich families are lucky enough to spend their time here at Oran Academy School.
She
And
knows
then, like,
the
yeah, I
description.
do know they do it at the beginning of every episode. But it's basically just like these 6 guys who have a host club. Do you know what a host club is?
Nope.
Just a bunch of guys who hang out with women for money, like being
Escorts.
Yeah,
Escorts.
yeah, and like
Interesting.
there's this one
they're
girl.
high
The
schoolers.
story is that
But
this
they're in Japan.
the story is that there's this girl who can't afford the uniform, and so she wears like boy passing clothing, and then she stumbles in and she breaks a very expensive vase, and then they're like, you have to work for us, and none of them realize that she is a female until the end of the episode, and then they're like, you're still gonna work for us, and so she pretends to be a guy and please all the other women. Please is a really weird word.
I love it.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun.
And how old were you when you watched this at this sleepover?
13, 12.
Perfect.
That's
the ripe
the
age
right
for
age.
anime.
Yeah. Right.
Remember when we had a sleepover at a surprise birthday party? That was the one where you hid in a lampshade for like
Mhm.
30 minutes after we turned the lights
I mean,
on?
not 30 minutes, but yes, I
For like
remember that one.
10 minutes after we turned the lights on?
What about it?
Well, that was when we were first introduced to Benchwarmers.
Uh-oh.
That was the first time we watched Benchwarmers
Oh.
together.
Oh my goodness! No, okay, yes. I've done that lampshade thing like twice. So when you said it, I was like, "This was like 2 years ago." What are you talking about?
No, I'm talking like
I got you. A long,
middle
long
school,
time
early
ago.
high school, something like that.
Have you seen the Benchwarmers?
No.
You're not missing much.
Oh, shit.
Off
You
the
better
air.
watch your mouth.
It's funny, but like it's not a great movie.
It's only funny in the given context of me and Eddie have seen it like 3,000 times.
and know every single fucking
We still haven't
line.
watched Benchwarmers 2. We need to do that. There's a
There's
second Benchwarmers.
2.
It went straight to
Straight
DVD,
to DVD.
and the only character that's back is John Lovitz.
Oh.
It's an entirely new cast other than that.
Do you know who John Lovitz is?
Which one?
The
he is?
stonky dude with like the
The
nose
rich
hair?
guy.
Uh,
He was an SNL cast member for a while. Also.
You're not hell. No.
Did you guys see this thing about the SNL cast member who got fired recently?
Who?
No.
Who?
So
Who?
no, it's a new person that
Oh.
like they brought on someone
Okay.
and then something came out about he was on a podcast and he said like something chink or chinky. And
You just okay.
that's all right. And so then he got
Not everyone knows you're Asian American, Michael.
I'm Asian, and so then he ended up getting fired, and so I tweeted, I was like, damn, do I have to get on the SNL cast for y'all to listen to my podcast?
No one got the joke.
No one got it. I thought it was funny.
You said, yo, Darian, check out this tweet, and I was like, okay.
That's the given context. It's funnier that way.
I suppose. I mean, not everyone keeps up with SNL like that.
I mean, it's not just like an SNL thing. I mean,
yeah,
I'm surprised you didn't see it. It was all over,
I had
Twitter.
no idea. Bitter. Oh God, I need to be stopped.
need to be bopped.
Please don't bop me. Oh no. I've been putting B emojis in front of all my words. It's really bad.
You're out of control.
Bad.
It's really bad. I have a video of Darian from high school in slow motion.
Oh my God. No.
So for the longest time, there was this meme
Oh.
where there was a line in
There were two. It
Wedding
was
Singer.
Boski and Bonus.
bonus.
Oh.
And the joke was that, like, whenever he said it, he didn't realize he was doing it, but he would always like blow his lips out.
I emphasized the B a
bonus.
lot.
It's like tuck your lips all the way in and then inflate your mouth as much as possible until it pops.
Bonus. Just spit across the room.
I
And
love
that's
it.
what would happen.
So I have a.
You still have that video?
Oh yeah, it's like one of the first things in my camera roll.
Oh my God.
It's a slow motion video of Darian just sitting there, and he's like, "Whoa, I can't do that in slow motion. It doesn't work." Bonus.
You should slow it down in post so they hear it.
Of course.
To get the authentic feel.
What's okay? What is the earliest thing you have saved in your camera roll?
Dude, I don't fucking know. Yeah, I've switched phones so many times and
Yeah.
didn't back stuff up beforehand.
Are we talking photos or Google Photos? Because those are going to be two very different answers.
Yeah, because my thing automatically
Photos.
goes to Google Photos. So like, I guess in my camera, it's nope.
What?
It was a meme.
Oh.
It's a meme that says, me comes to video, Pornhub who's trying to save the planet. Come again, nigga. Oh, it's fantastic.
So my photos is a live photo of the Eiffel Tower I took when I was in Paris.
Oh.
Where's all my backups?
And then my Google Photos is a picture of me in my first T-ball game.
Oh my god, what an icon! Wait, what team was
Yep.
that?
The Dragons. They are a minor. Well, they're like named after the minor league team from Dayton, Ohio.
Love that.
Dang.
Shout out
Yeah.
Dayton, Ohio. Duquesne just beat them
Oh, it's
today.
frozen on this.
Oh really?
Yeah.
What, basketball, football?
Football.
Very nice.
We're like one of the best in our division. You know, the North Atlantic League division.
This goes back to 2012.
You guys are in D1, are
We
you?
are D1.
Are you really?
Our stadium seats 200, maybe. It's like we have like 5 rows of bleachers, and that's our stadium.
I
But
love
we're
that.
D1. It's in the middle. Like our stadium's in the middle of campus.
Wait,
Wow.
who's D1?
Duquesne.
Duquesne.
What?
Yeah.
Bouquet.
we won our division last year.
Wow. Yeah, the earliest photo in my camera roll is a picture of 2 Ferraris in Fairfax Corners, because I wasn't used to how rich Fairfax was when it was from 2012.
Damn.
So that's
What
like
is that? What is that?
this.
Yeah.
It's an apple that someone bit into a face and
Yeah.
then put over someone's head. This is like a lot of Fairfax shit.
This is Duquesne Stadium. Our D1 field.
We'll put a picture up on screen for you guys.
Yeah, it's how many rows is that we're counting? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, like 12.
I'm
rows,
gonna
maybe?
go ahead and just let the audience know
Mm-hmm.
that Darian just showed me a picture
I don't.
of a butt naked black man with like a stick of dynamite in his ass,
it's like a flare.
and it says African Space Program.
Oh man.
Oh my lord.
That's some good 2013 meme right there.
Oh.
That's that good shit. So,
I love how like
we're not sharing what this one is, but
all right, we can go and put that away now. That's okay.
I want to see more.
What's yours, Michael?
The video Darian
video.
done
Oh,
okay.
bonus.
blowing my lips out?
What about you, Zoe?
I think
This
mine
happened-
is it's just I think I got my phone like right before I came to college.
Mhm.
So it's just a picture of some pictures of Svalbard. Not very exciting, but
what?
there are polar bears and trolls. So
It's
We
an
have-
island in Norway, I believe.
yes,
way.
it's above. No, it's in the Arctic Circle. Yeah, I jumped into the water there. It was pretty cool.
Why?
If
Why?
you're in the
Why?
to do the polar plunge like officially, you know, like we were
Mm-mm.
floating with the glaciers, and that was awesome.
It's a thing.
Darren,
It's a white
Um,
people thing, but
Darian,
it's a
would
thing.
you ever?
Jump into the Arctic Ocean?
Darian doesn't want to jump in like a lake.
The only time that I jumped into a what do you call that? Fresh body of water.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, beaches are fine. Well, that's not fresh water. Whatever.
What about a
Was
beach?
trying to get with a girl. Like,
Oh,
absolutely not. No.
I
Mm-mm.
wouldn't.
People shit in lakes. Like, come on.
People shit in the ocean.
Yeah, like what? Do you,
That's fair.
And fish be pissing all up in that.
The beach is
and
different.
shitting.
And shitting. How is the beach different? Go ahead, elaborate.
Please.
Well, because if you don't go too far out, then it's like, it's not.
That's where people shit. If they don't go to the middle of the ocean and be like, all right.
Well,
this
now
looks
that I'm
good."
out in the middle where all the boats are.
No, they go out to where it's like it goes up to like their chest and they're like, we're gonna go ahead and just knock this out right now.
No, I don't like open.
You know how,
bodies
like-
of water. That is some white people shit.
You know how, like-
Especially if it's near frozen.
Near frozen.
Like near.
Oh, if it's
frozen.
near
Oh.
frozen.
Oh, honey.
So you know, like, physics, right? How, like,
Oh,
if
no.
something leaves a
You
space,
lost me.
something leaves a space, something
You
else
lost
has
me
to
at
fill
physics.
that space, right? So, like, if you squeeze ketchup out of a bottle, the ketchup that was in the bottle is replaced by air
Okay.
because that's what surrounds it.
Sure.
So
Okay.
if you go to use the restroom in the ocean,
Yo, does water go up in your ace?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. Well, well, because also just in general, like when you poop, it kind of like sucks back, like your butt kind of suctions back up when it comes out, right? So it's basically like a turkey baster. It sucks the water back
I
up.
don't think
Don't use that
that's
analogy.
how it works.
I think it's a similar mechanism.
Word.
Are you going to prove me wrong?
No,
Well
No.
then, ladies and gentlemen,
Wait a minute.
that's
Present your
science.
evidence.
Wait a minute. If you take a shit in the ocean, you go, and you know how you shit, and then it like water just.
No, that's not how it works.
It's gotta.
No.
Why not?
It's just the. So gross. It's just the. It'll
That's
just
what
like
this show
First time
is.
you were on this
Close.
show, you talked about hentai and BDSM.
All right,
Do
let me
not try
finish.
to- do not try to be like, oh, that's so gross. Oh my god.
I feel like after you
Should I
shit,
just hit the
it'll
mic?
just close. It's not gonna suck any water back in. It'll just
But then-
close.
I feel like the door is
It's
ajar.
not.
No, the door's a door.
But like, if then what replaces it? You know,
I don't think that's quite how physics works
Well, I
either.
think, well, maybe in
Yeah,
that
you're not a
case,
physics major, Eddie.
maybe
you're not a physics major either.
Yeah, but you're the one that tried to
Oh,
bring
it's like,
physics.
so what
into
happens with computers when you?
when you shit in the ocean.
If-
So let's just see you program something like this.
I need to
Program a simulation.
program a simulation
Of someone going to the bathroom in the ocean.
Pacific shit simulator.
and see how many of them take water up the ass. Maybe it just depends on how loose your butthole is.
Mhm.
That's a whole other conversation. Wait, do you guys know what the a squatty potty is?
Oh. Yes, I
Yes?
think.
It's like this thing that you put at like around the base
Yes,
of the
yes,
toilet.
yes, yes.
And like it lifts your knees
Oh
up.
yeah, because that's
Yeah.
how you're supposed to shit.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Apparently, yeah.
Why?
Well,
it's
because like,
It-
because think about like when we didn't have
Uh,
when we didn't have
Toilets.
when we didn't have toilets and plumbing, you would just shit outside and you like tuck your knees
Squat.
essentially.
It straightens your bladder
You'd
so
be
that
in the
everything, or bladder, it straightens your intestines so that everything.
and so like we've kind of
leaves
evolved
properly.
to shit that way. But then we're like, oh, toilets, and now we're sitting up straight, and so
Does it help you shit?
like to have your
better?
knees up higher.
Yeah.
Yeah, it does.
Oh.
Look,
Yeah.
I'll be honest. I'm shitting just fine. I don't need the.
I don't need the,
I don't need to do Pilates.
assistance.
Have you ever had like really have to take like a big shit? You just like and,
How
like,
does the show
and, like,
always come back
Every time.
to taking shits?
and you like I feel like I might have
It's
talked
the most
about this
basic form
already.
of comedy.
And like, but like you just get hot and you gotta like take all. Have you ever like taken a shit butt ass naked? Is what I'm getting at. It is the most. It is. I like how Eddie's fucking deadpan right now, and Michael and Zoe are losing it.
I have
It
a
is-
counter question when you
It
finish
is-
your.
It is like the most relieving, liberating shit you'll ever take. It really. Zoe, try it. Don't knock it till you
Okay,
try
okay,
it.
okay,
Just-
okay.
just
So
Like
Yeah,
you're
don't
gonna,
kink
like you
shame.
feel like you're gonna take a shit. You're like, all right, you go into the bathroom and just take everything off,
Wow.
and you just.
Okay.
That's a
Cause like there's
So I
like,
hear
there's
you. What
nothing
about
like
Eddie? What
holding
about
back
Eddie?
your
But-
legs. It's great.
in terms of naked shower or naked.
I
I hope.
shower.
I
Yeah,
hope
no.
you
In
shower
terms
naked.
of naked pooping,
Yeah.
there are
Nooping.
Oh.
Nooping, if
Ah!
you will.
Pooping.
there are two different types, one good, one bad, because post-shower bathroom runs
Yo,
are the
kill
worst.
yourself.
Are the worst.
That's a
Post-shower
wasted
shit's-
shower.
Yeah, you
That's
really
what-
have to re-shower. No, if
But
you're
then,
gonna,
like,
if you're gonna
also the
get,
toilet seat just kind of gets like a little slippery.
Oh, yep.
You know,
like,
you know
so
it.
bad.
You know it does,
yeah,
and it's awful.
no,
Yes.
if you're gonna take a whole ass naked shit, turn around on that bitch and just lean on the tank. Take a nap, fucking like do the crossword. It's amazing.
The table right there. you know?
Wait,
Yeah,
so
you-
you've taken a naked shit too?
Of course,
Dude,
I took
it's
a
so
naked
nice.
shit 30 minutes ago.
It's
Actually,
nice,
we've been-
right?
We've been recording for 38 minutes.
He shit on the air.
Oh, actually, we got to start wrapping up.
Butt
soon.
ass naked. But no.
Edward's got to dip out of here soon.
Oh fuck.
So we're gonna have to wrap up this shit. Save it for later.
Oh.
Oh no! I didn't like that.
I think the reason we always get back to poop is
Oh.
because there's only like 3 years of your life that poop isn't funny. Because like growing up, it's just like the thing you can. If you have a kid, all you
Mhm.
need to do is go,
Poop.
and they will crack up. But then like ages like 12 to 15, you're like, no, that's not funny. I'm an adult and I like edgy humor. And then by the time you're 16 again, it's like, hey,
Poop. Yo, I just took a shit.
Dude, poop's funny.
You ever spit on the toilet paper and then wipe?
Oh no.
What the fuck?
It's called an Alabama wet wipe.
What the fuck?
I heard that in the comedy special.
Oh.
That was
I
funny.
hate it.
That is.
And with that,
Oh.
that's
can
fun.
we not close with that?
What are we gonna close with then?
I don't know, man. Just not spitting on your butt. Essentially,
It's called an Alabama wet wipe. All right.
I don't like it. Zoe, do you have anything you would like to share with
Yeah,
the
it's
audience?
just generally.
Yeah, you're a special guest.
I don't know if I
if
have
you become a
anything to
regular, then like, you
contribute.
don't get to do that shit. So.
Oh,
Do you have anything
okay.
to plug?
Ooh, yeah. Do you have anything to plug?
Not really. I mean, I'm in a benefit cabaret now.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Oh, you know me? Congrats.
Yeah, thank you.
What are you doing?
I'm singing a song from Mean Girls, the musical.
It's been great having you.
But we're gonna have to stop this interaction immediately. No, it's great.
Fantastic.
Yeah, I just get to throw my middle finger up at the audience the entire time, so I'm pretty excited
It's a
about
pretty
it.
solid piece.
That's nice.
Yeah, that's why I painted my nails like sparkly
Sparkly.
black.
Wait, is that? When is that?
Sparkly African American.
Thank you.
You fit right in.
when is the cabaret?
In 3 weeks.
Oh, wait. So okay, never mind.
We'll put the date up on the screen. All that fun stuff.
Yeah, come see it.
Well, thank you guys so much for listening, or watching if you are indeed watching this episode.
Yeah.
Thank you to our patrons. We
Mhm.
we love you guys. You guys are the
our
best.
our Patreon's back on. It is.
Yeah.
Right.
It's
cool.
been it's been
It
it's been reactivated.
Give us some money
So-
as a
right.
gift.
So for Zoe, Eddie, Darian, and myself, we will see you guys next time.